Welcome to the BSR Travel Podcast, your weekly dive into the vibrant world of music tourism. Produced by Black Soul Rhythms Radio, we're here to share the latest news, inspiring stories, and unforgettable destinations that connect culture and adventure. Each episode is crafted for travelers like you, those who seek authentic experiences and love to discover the African diaspora through travel. And now, let's explore what's new this week in the world of music tourism.
All right, so are you ready to get into some seriously cool stuff today? Because we are going deep into music tourism in the African diaspora.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be really good.
Yeah, you guys sent us a bunch of articles and notes, and I even saw something in here from African Diaspora Music Tourism News, so we got a lot to dig into.
It's like a global cultural movement is happening, and music is the driving force, you know?
Absolutely, and I'm seeing a lot about musicians really taking charge and shaping things.
Yeah, creating these cultural spaces that are just so vibrant.
Well, let's start with Jon Batiste. He's opening a jazz club in the Bahamas.
Oh, wow.
And it's not just any club. He's really aiming to showcase those musical connections between New Orleans and the Bahamas.
Well, that's fascinating because, a lot of people don't realize how closely linked those two places are musically.
Really?
Oh, yeah. New Orleans jazz. It actually has roots in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Think about it. Enslaved Africans brought their musical traditions to the Americas, and those rhythms evolved in places like the Bahamas and Louisiana.
Huh. Never thought about that connection.
It's pretty amazing. So Batiste is creating more than just a club. He's building a bridge between these two musical worlds.
And it's like he's curating this experience for people to really dive into the music's history.
And there's a real trend of musicians becoming these cultural ambassadors, sharing their heritage through these amazing spaces.
Yeah, it's so cool. All right, let's switch gears completely and talk about Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes! Let's talk about the energy.
It's an explosion of music and dance celebrating African heritage and resilience.
It is. And what's really interesting is how they're blending traditional rhythms with modern sounds.
Right. You've got Miguel Montano, this Trinidadian soca superstar, sharing the stage with Davido, a giant in the Afrobeat scene from Nigeria.
Such a cool fusion.
Yeah, and it's like they're showcasing the diversity of the diaspora itself.
Right. And Carnival, it's not just a party. It's a powerful expression of identity and community.
Absolutely. And speaking of global stages, Afro Nation is back in Portugal.
Oh, I've heard great things.
They're bringing together the African diaspora with this incredible lineup. Burna Boy, Thames Marai.
Wow, big names.
It really shows the global power of African music.
And festivals like Afro Nation, they're playing a huge role in exposing people to the diversity and richness of all these different genres.
It's about bringing people together through music.
And creating a space for appreciation.
Yeah, for sure. But it's not just happening overseas. We're seeing a cultural renaissance in cities across Africa.
Oh, absolutely.
Kigali, Johannesburg, Addis Ababa. These places are becoming like these vibrant hubs where tradition meets innovation.
They're attracting tourists and artists, and they're really leveraging their cultural heritage.
Yeah, like Kigali, they've invested so much in the art scene, and now it's becoming a major center for contemporary African art and music.
Yeah, and that has a ripple effect. It brings in economic benefits. It empowers local artists and strengthens communities.
It's clear that music tourism is about way more than just attending a concert or a festival.
So much more.
It's about experiencing a culture, understanding its history, connecting with people.
It's about fostering a global perspective, recognizing how interconnected we all are.
Definitely. And that makes me wonder, what does the future hold for music tourism in the African diaspora?
It's a really exciting time. So much is happening. What new connections and experiences are going to emerge?
It's a question for all of us to ponder.
Definitely. So keep exploring these vibrant cultural landscapes.
And keep those recommendations coming because we'll be back with another deep dive soon.
See you then.
Thanks so much for listening to this week's BSR Travel Podcast. We're thrilled to have you as part of our travel-loving community. Remember, we'll be back next week at the same time on the same platform with more inspiring stories and cultural insights from the world of music tourism. In the meantime, visit us at blacksoulrhythms.com/subscribe and sign up for our weekly email. It's your personal dose of travel inspiration curated just for you. Until next time, safe travels.